welcome back to another video. If you are new here on this channel, we talk about law of attraction, spiritual development, and making you believe that all things are possible one step at a time. Okay, so I'm going to try to get through this video quickly. I have something going on. I don't know if it's corona, not sure, but I do have some trouble breathing, and I've been through a little bit of other stuff as well, so I'm gonna try to get through this. If you hear me huffing and puffing, that's why. But I have my ginger tea with lemon and honey, so hopefully that helps. But today we are going to talk about karma debt, and anything that revolves around that, and what it's about, and why we go through these things. I took a poll on my Instagram. Once again, if you are not friends with me on Instagram, I will link that in the description below so that you can join on these polls, so that you can just see things that you actually want to see. So karma is actually a thing that is within all of us. We actually all go through it. It's not just one person. We are all going through some sort of karma debt, unless you're a Buddhist and you have taken care of all your karmic debt and you're just a spiritual enlightenment being. Other than that, we are all going through something. So basically, karma is a vibration. It is an old vibration that will come into the present moment. So there is good karma and there's bad karma. If something isn't harmonic with that karma, then it is going to come back, whether it's good or bad. It could be good or bad. Just remember that. So most times before you have awakened, when karma happens to you, it's just kind of one of those moments of course this is happening to me, this always happens to me, why does this always happen to me kind of moments. But then once you awaken, you kind of step back, and after you have an emotional breakdown on the situation, you step back and realize what's going on and why you're going through that. So actually some people can tap into karma debt before it's even happened. They can kind of map out their future and see where it's headed, why it's heading there, and why it came about that way. And then other people, it just takes time. You go through things, you don't know why you're going through things, and then you kind of have that aha moment and you realize why all this is happening. So some of you might be wondering, what is karma debt? And that could be in a past life, that could be in this current life. Basically, if you have done things that you have not taken care of, it will travel down with you into this current life. So we'll say in a past life, if you robbed a bank, then maybe in this current life, someone robs from you, whether it's drastic, maybe it's small, someone maybe took something from your house, took something from your purse, whatever. That could be that karma debt right there. Or in this current life, maybe when you were younger, you used to steal a lot, so now you're struggling with money. You have to come in to realize that you're probably struggling because you ended up taking all that merchandise. You took all that money, so now it's harder to get that money, if that makes sense. And as crazy as it is, it can even be as drastic as killing someone. Like in a past life, maybe this soul killed you in another life, and your goal and your mission is to kill that other person. And I know that sounds crazy. I do. I know it does. But it actually happens. When we come into this life, and onto this earth, we create our life. We map it out for ourselves. We map out the lessons that we need. We need to take care of certain karma debt that we couldn't in a past life. Maybe it's just something that we couldn't get to. Maybe we were struggling to get to that one karma debt thing, and we brought that into this life. But it's a little bit harder to understand these concepts when you don't understand that we created this life for ourselves, that we came onto this life creating this. So the fact is that when you can't understand that we came onto this life basically making up our own path, we go into reaction for these karma situations. We go into anger, we go into blame, we go into being victimized. So then we hold attachment to those things, it is absolutely okay to have a natural emotional reaction to these things. Don't think that just because you understand that we have karma debt and we created that you can't have an emotional reaction. That is our human body coming into play, and we have to let those feelings come about. But then once we have that emotional reaction, we can step back and realize that, okay, this happened because maybe this happened in a past life, or maybe because this happened in this current life and now I'm dealing with it at this moment. But if you don't deal with it and understand it, you're not taking care of that karma debt, so that you actually end up bringing that vibration into your next life. So it's just a buildup of karma debt, and we can honestly take care of a lot of this through meditation and anything like that as well. So just take responsibility. Basically, that person or thing, because everything is just energy, is just doing their job. Just look at it as they are doing their job and you are paying your debt. Does that make sense? So dive a little deep when that happens. When you feel like you are having an emotional reaction because you don't understand why something's going on, just soul search a little bit and just find out what the lesson is. There is always going to be a lesson out of every situation that we're going through. Don't think it's impossible. When we come onto this life, we fully prepare ourselves for every situation that we go into. So we are literally as strong as we can be in each situation. So just remember that you're always going to get out of it because you have created that for yourself. That was my video for today. I'm sorry if it wasn't too peppy or exciting, but I really wanted to get a video out. I'm dying in this house, and just for the fact of me feeling like I am sick or that I possibly have the coronavirus, I'm staying away as much as possible. It's not the easiest with income wise, but I do want to take care of myself and make sure that I am not spreading that amongst other people. It is sometimes scary just because of the media, and I don't really go towards the media too much on the topic of people dying and what's going on. I just kind of understand it and then move on with my life. So the fear around that can also make it worse. And I do my best to just keeping calm. I do my meditation practice, I do my yoga, I do my journaling, I do everything that I need to do. Instead of just surrounding myself with all that negativity, I kind of put back in some positivity in what's going on. Plus, if I were, just throwing this out there, if I were to die from the coronavirus, I put that into my plan. So just like going into this whole karma debt and we created our life for ourselves, then at this time, I chose to die. If that comes about, you know, it's not gonna happen. But I am fully prepared and aware that if something were to happen, I created that for myself. No one else created it. I'm not blaming anyone. I'm not blaming a higher power. I'm not blaming God. It's just, it is what it is. I'm going with the flow. I'm trying to stay healthy. I'm trying to stay isolated more than anything, and just keeping myself busy. And yeah, so that's all for today. Once again, you can add me on Instagram, and you can join along with my polls on what you guys want to see each week or every 2 weeks or whenever I decide to make videos. I'm not set on making videos every day or every other day or whatever it is. I just go with it. So let me know about your karma debts. Leave it in the comments below if there's something that happened to you that maybe you realized. I hope you have an amazing day wherever you're at, whatever you're doing. And until my next video, I hope you stay true, and namaste. Bye.